Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name's Gianni. I'm a women's empowerment love coach and I guide women in manifesting love and commitment connection back into their marriages after separation or even divorce. By shifting your energy, reprogramming your thoughts, you can align with the version of you who has the marriage you desire. This is not for everyone. It's for women who still believe in the commitment of marriage, in love, and creating stable homes for our children. And it doesn't matter how impossible it seems or how difficult your husband makes it, together we will manifest peace, love, and happily ever after in your marriage. So if that's you, please stay tuned. Today we're going to be asking a really important question, and just because you can manifest your happily ever after with your husband, your ex-husband, doesn't mean you should. So should you even manifest your husband back? And so I am someone who's really committed to marriage. I'm committed to the commitment of marriage. And even after my husband's infidelity, I felt like I had made a promise to God to be in this marriage, and I wanted to see that through. And that's not everyone's story. Some of you are in abusive situations where your safety's on the line and you have to prioritize yourself. You have to prioritize the safety of your children, and you have to get yourself in a stable state first, right? Because manifesting works best when you're at baseline. You want to add happiness and love and joy back into your marriage, but not when you're being abused, right? Not when you feel like it's not worth it, because you have to decide that this is what you want. And so if it's not what you want, then why have it back? So there are a lot of people that say your ex is your ex for a reason, you should leave them behind and move forward. And here's the thing, I totally agree with that to some extent, but the problem is that you take yourself with you into the next relationship. So it doesn't really matter about your ex, because your ex is a reflection of you. Your ex is a reflection of your expectations. Your husband is a reflection of what you think about him. Your husband is a reflection of your own disappointment in him. Your husband is a reflection of how unsatisfied you feel. And so Neville Goddard calls this, everyone is yourself pushed out. Your husband is the biggest reflection of you in your life. I mean, everything is, right? But in this video, we're talking about your husband specifically. And so how you love is reflected in your husband. How you expect love is reflected in your husband. And when you realize that the behavior you don't like about him is what you expect from him, and you've never changed that loop, or you might say, well, he's disappointed me. Yes. But can you admit to yourself that you expected him to be disappointing you? It might be a generalization that you have about men. Maybe you believe that all men are this way or that way, or nothing. Maybe you believe men are nothing. Men are not worth it. Whatever it is, your particular mindset, it's changeable, it's programmable, and your husband is a reflection of that. But that doesn't mean that if you're in an abusive situation or in a situation where you're not safe, that you should go through the trouble of programming your mind. And the reason I say trouble is because it takes persistence, it takes dedication. I just made a video, I will post it up here, about how it takes persistence, and you have to decide and you have to stick to it. So you want to be in a situation where you feel like it's worth it. For me, it was worth it because I wasn't being abused. I just wanted a stable home for my children. I just wanted to upgrade how I saw myself and upgrade to what he saw, who I saw him to be, and have a better relationship. But it wasn't abuse or anything like that. So I believe that when it comes to the father of your children, when it comes to your marriage, when it comes to what you believe is happily ever after, if that's a desire in your heart, then you should absolutely go for it. And manifesting back, it should absolutely be worth it to you, and you should do what it takes to become the version of yourself who's happily married, and to come to know her, because you're probably so disconnected from yourself. You don't know who you are anymore. Who is she? How does she feel, the happily married version of you? How does she experience him? What does she think of him, right? She probably thinks highly of him. Do you think highly of him? And so this process is about transforming yourself, is about becoming her. And for me, it was worth it. I wasn't really I didn't want to get remarried. I didn't want to have a blended family or anything like that. I just wanted to be with my high school sweetheart who I had always been with, and I felt like um, every time we had several separations in our marriage, and I felt like every time we got back together, I could be like, oh well, I didn't try this yet, I didn't do this yet. And so I would tweak my manifestation, and we would get back together, and it would be stronger than the last time. And so no one ever teaches you how to be married, no one ever teaches you how to love. And for some people it comes naturally. You were well loved or well taken care of, well provided for in your childhood, and so you come to expect that as an adult. And for some of us, we don't have exemplary backgrounds, and so we have to learn, and it's taken me a long time, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. But now that I have created a stable, happy, healthy home, I want to help other women also create that for themselves, because I wanted my kids to have their dad home. I knew what it was like to have a co-parenting situation, which was fine. My son never complained about having to go back and forth or anything like that, but I missed him so much while he was gone, and I felt like we could do better. I knew that we could do better because there was promises that we made to each other when we were dating, when we were teenagers, that we didn't live up to. And I was like, well, I owe it to myself to see the whole thing through. If I see the whole thing through and then I still don't want it, then that's fine, because then at that point I can be done, I can move on, I can do something new, find a new man or whatever. But at least I saw the whole thing through through to completion, through to satisfaction. And that is, I didn't want to get a divorce where I still felt like I had unfinished business in the relationship. So you have to get to that place where you know, okay, this is worth holding on to or no. And I don't mean that you're going to manifest him back and be in the same situation. I mean, you're going to manifest him back, and you're going to manifest a version of him who loves you the way you want to be loved. You're going to manifest a version of yourself who's able to receive that love and also give love. So you're not going back to the same situation. You're creating an upgraded marriage for the both of you. And if you're the kind of person who wants to leave your ex in the past, then that's fine, that's perfect. Either way, you get to have what you want. The whole point of my channel is empowering you to make the decision, to decide for yourself, and to stay the course. If you want your marriage to work, it can work, it is possible. Through every impossible situation in my life, I've been able to manifest my husband back, and I teach that process in this video, how to get your husband back in 4 steps. And so if that's for you, I've created a free audio tape for you to reprogram your mind, to give you hope and belief that your marriage can be better than ever, and that you can create happily ever after. The link is in the description box below. It's going to take you to a simple form. You put your name and email. You'll be able to download that audio that you want to listen to as often as feels good to you, to reprogram your mind to get your husband back. Thank you so much for watching this video. It is truly my honor and my pleasure to be here with you. Like the video and subscribe to my channel, and until next time.